Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel Engineering Zindabad. So today we will be discussing the types of data or the data types in Python. So what data types are? Well, in the last or the previous video we discussed one example. Okay, while understanding class and objects, okay, so I will be talking in English since these are the English videos that I am creating. So what I did, I took an example of a book class where in the object we were creating an object from that class book, and we were passing title and author. Okay, title was there and there was the author to that book. So in the title and author we were passing these two strings. What I am saying? Strings. So I gave the name A, B, C, D and the author as E, F, G, H. Okay. So what is this? Eventually this is the data. Okay. Some kind of data it is. Now what type or what kind of data it is? There are multiple types of data in Python. This was string type. Okay. So when we are putting these double quotes or in single quotes when you are putting this data, okay, so that is known as string type, and that comes under sequence type. Okay, so in sequence type we have these many data types. In numeric we have these, in mapping we have these one, and in binary and then in boolean. Okay, so one by one let's start discussing all the types of data that we have in Python. The first one from numeric we are taking, it is int, or the integer type of data is hold by this. So we all know about integers, right? Simple numbers that are not fractions or decimals, either positive, negative or zero. So these are all I have written are the integer type of values, and when we are using these values, then these come under this type. So when I say in coding, if I will write, I will tomorrow show you an example code where I will write it on the system and run that code and show you how do we write it. But like if you do c equal to 10, if you write this, then this is the type of this c is integer, okay, or int. So when you will write type of in bracket c, so this will give you the output as 8. Okay. Now or class int, since int all these data types are nothing but the classes. Okay. So next let's move on, let's not complicate it and move on to the next type, that is float. This holds the decimal values like 0.001 for example, or negative decimal value, let's suppose 36 or 1.37 or minus 6.85, anything. All the decimal values come under float type. Now next is complex. Complex, if you remember those numbers in 10th standard that we wrote, that we read, they were like 3, they had the real part of them and the imaginary part of them. So in Python we have to write them using in this form. So let's suppose I have taken an example where 3 is taken as the real part and in the imaginary part we have 4. So we write j after this. Okay, so to denote the imaginary part of it. Next, so numeric is done. Next is sequence. So in detail I will be explaining these while coding it on system. Right now I am just explaining you what are these types, okay, in general. In the sequence type we have the ordered form of values present. Why ordered? What is the meaning of ordered? Let's discuss. So string, the first one is string. So let's suppose we have said the author's name, let's suppose Pragati if I write, P-R-E-G-A-T-I. Okay. So what is this? This is a string. Since it is under single quotes, so anything that will be written in single quotes will be taken as a string, will be read as a string. So if we write even 10, then this will also be the string and not a number. No more it is numeric since we have used single quotes or double quotes. Okay. So if we are using these quotes, then it is a string. Next comes list. List is a sequence of objects that is ordered. Okay, so I used this term 1, 2, 3. So these are the numeric types, and let's suppose we put some strings also, A, B, C, D, or any other list also. Let's suppose 1, 4. Okay, so we have put these numeric types inside it, this string types inside it, and also list inside the list. So all these values in that order we have put them, that order will stay the same even after we use this list. So what am I trying to say? So this is at index 0. So we have in coding this concept of indexing that always starts from number 0 and not from 1. Okay. So from 0 it will go up till the end, till we have to count this and write it. So this is at the 0th position, then at 1st position, then it's first position, then at second position, then 3, then 4, and then 5. Okay. So we have done the indexing of this list. Now in the very same order, if we print this list in the very same order, it will stay, and these will not change their positions. Like instead of AB, we will not be getting 1 here or AB here and 2 there and CD here. Nothing like that would happen in case of the sequence data types. Okay, so we have a list, and in tuple the only difference is that we have these braces. Okay, so we have these difference in the braces. What do we call these? I have forgotten. Round brackets. Okay, so instead of these square ones, we have the round ones, and the same data we keep here. Okay, now you might be wondering, what am I saying? If everything is same, then what's the difference? So basically the difference is that list is mutable. By mutable I mean to say something that can be changed. So in a list, if let's suppose we want to change this value to 34, okay, at 0th position we want to change this value to 34, then it can be done in a list. But when we talk about a tuple, okay, this round bracket one, here if we will try to do so, we will get an error. This is not possible in a tuple. So this is immutable. Immutable means that can't be changed. Now comes range. So basically range is used for the looping thing generally. So what range is? Range, as the name itself suggests, it is between something, okay, between two numbers. It can be like 2, 20, or we can say 0, 50. So this is the way ranges are mentioned. Now when we will print this range of 2, 20 or range of 0, 50, what you will be getting? The numbers in the ascending order that lie between these two numbers. Okay, so in this range, this whole range will be printed 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on till 49. 50 will be excluded, the last number is excluded always. Okay, so this whole range will be printed. Generally it is used in looping. So what is looping? If you are from a coding background, you might have understood. So basically for I in range of 0, 50 print I. If I write this basic code, then if you are from a coding background, you might have understood now. You may have understood, okay. But then for people who are not from coding background or who are not able to understand that what is this, then this is the concept of loops. So this is a for loop that I have created. Now this I will contain the values that this range of 0, 50 will return. Okay, so in first iteration we will call it iteration. Okay, so this is single line only for I in range of 0, 50. Since I don't have space, that's why I have written it this way. And then there will be some space here in the left and this statement. So I will in the first iteration and control, in the first time it will come here, it will be 0 and it will print 0. Okay, then it will again move to this statement. Now since the range in this range function will run again and this 1 will be returned and here again this 1 will be printed and so on. Okay, so this is generally used in loops, this range. Let's move to the next type now. Now the next thing we will be talking about will be mapping type. Now what is mapping type? Basically this consists of the dictionary, okay, DICT. Inside this we have the objects in key value pairs, key, colon, value, okay, and in curly braces if we write multiple key values or single one, then this is known as dictionary, and it is mutable, means if we want to change the value to any key, then it can easily be changed. So when we say, let's suppose as in earlier example in the previous video I took the example of books. So if to some book there is some title, okay, let's suppose title 1 is the title and we want to change it to title 3, from title 1 to title 3, then from title 1 to title 3, if I want to do this change, then this means this can be done, and hence we call dictionary as mutable. Now let's move to the next type, that is set. So in set we have a set and a frozen set. By name itself we can understand frozen means the one that can't be changed, and this set, this can be changed. Okay, so if we do set of some, let's suppose 2 values we take, so this is the way we write set in curly braces. Let's suppose A and B, we have taken a set. Basically now you might be thinking that why there is a need of set if list and tuple exists. Okay, so the reason behind set is that it doesn't allow duplicate values, doesn't allow duplicates. Okay, so we can't have multiple B's or multiple A's inside it. If we will write multiple A's or B's, then it will return a only single value and not multiple replications of it. So this simple, if we write set, then this can be changed. So set of if we say S equal to set of this and S of 0 means the 0th value we want to change to, let's suppose C, then this can be done. But if we would have written frozen set instead of normal set, then this is not possible. Okay, then this would have never been possible, because now we have used frozen set, and frozen sets are immutable, means they can't be changed. Okay, so let's move to the next data type. We are done with the mapping one, and the sets also we are done with. Now binary is left.